Here we go. It's June.
Awesome.
Holiday.
Welcome, everybody.
Welcome, welcome. Thanks for joining us today. And if you're watching the recording, thanks for watching the recording. We appreciate you checking in on this. We're super excited about this webinar, aren't we, Jordan?
Yeah, very excited to have our guest with us to go through just a ton of good information.
Yeah. So Casey, thanks for joining us. We'll do an intro and we'll let people pop into the room right now. Just a reminder to everyone coming in, many of you have done our webinars before. Q&A is where you ask those questions, so feel free to type comments, questions, and then we will share them back out to the rest of you as we go through this. So, all right, Miss Jordan.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So today is our June webinar. The topic today is all about Amazon business accounts, and we do have a special guest with us today, Casey Cameron. So we're so excited to have you. Thank you for joining us this month. I know you've got just a ton of great information to share about how Amazon business can really kind of benefit all of our nonprofit customers. So it'll be good information to go through. The rest of us on the call today are your normal faces that you see. Allison and myself are your presenters. We have Brian on as well, our sales account executive, and then Chrissy, your account manager as well. So let's dive into our agenda for today. So we always start as usual with our Know Our Audience. So we'll jump into that next. We've got a couple of good Did You Knows about Amazon business accounts, and then we're going to hand it over to Casey to walk through her presentation. We'll follow that up with a Q&A at the end. So if you have questions, please feel free to put them in that Q&A chat. We'll make sure we have time to answer those at the end. And then we have some exciting kind of sneak peeks to share with you. We've got some updates on our Mindful Giving platform that works with your Amazon business account. So we want to share just some exciting changes we've made to that platform. And so you'll get a kind of special sneak peek for attending the webinar today. Okay, so our Know Our Audience, we've just got one question for you today that Allison launched. And the only question is, do you have an Amazon business account? Yes or no? Or maybe you're not sure if you've got one or not. All right, we'll give everyone another couple of seconds to get those answers in. Okay, maybe 5 more seconds, so hit that button real quick. And we can go ahead and end our poll. Okay, it looks like we've got just a couple of you that do have Amazon business accounts, and most of you on the call today do not have an Amazon business account. So this is a great place for you guys to learn about all those benefits. So thanks for filling out that Know Your Audience poll. Okay, a couple of Did You Knows before we hand it over to Casey. These are all around Amazon business accounts. So did you know that you can register to be tax exempt within your Amazon business account? Nonprofit organizations can apply to be tax exempt. I think you apply every year. And then all those purchases that you're making through that will exclude those taxes. Did you know that within your Amazon business account, you can get free 2-day shipping on all of your eligible items? There is a way to create centralized purchasing within your Amazon business account. So if you need to, if you're managing, a couple of different users that all need to make purchases, you can control and kind of centralize that within your Amazon business account. I know Casey will share more on that. And then lastly, did you know that there's discounted pricing for nonprofits within your Amazon business account that you can take advantage of? So if there are common items that you guys are always purchasing, there may be discounts available to you through programs that are offered to Amazon business accounts for nonprofits. So I know Casey will touch more on all of these, but just a couple of teasers to share. And with that, I will turn it over to Casey.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I think I'll take over the screen share.
Perfect.
I just sent a request, let's see.
Let's do it this way, just because I don't want the two screens up. I'm going to stop sharing and then I'll have you pull your share.
Perfect.
Yeah.
There we go. All right. Let me know when you can see my presentation.
Perfect. I can see it.
Good to go? Okay, awesome. Thanks so much for having me today. My name is Casey Cameron. I'm a senior account executive here at Amazon Business. Been here for just over 3 years, working solely in the nonprofit space. So I work with nonprofit organizations to help streamline their procurement, work on different strategies to help maximize their cost saving initiatives to make sure that we can drive spend back to their mission. So really excited to be here today. Been working with the One Each team as a premier partner of Amazon Business for the last couple of years. So really excited to be here today. All right, so here's some kind of fun facts about Amazon Business. We work with over 18,000 tax-exempt charitable organizations and more than tens of thousands in faith-based, cause-based community organizations. There's about 59 of the top 100 nonprofits in the US that use Amazon Business today. So it's our privilege to really focus and support on so many mission-driven organizations with flexible and efficient purchasing solutions. And our team really prides themselves in being able to, maximize those solutions that we have and drive the spend. Our goal is to make sure that we're helping your organization give back to your mission, because that's at the end of the day the goal. There's a little real-world example in here from Western Carolina Community Action Agency. And they've been a customer of ours since we launched about 7 years ago. And she said Amazon Business was a game changer, saving time, money, simplifying staff training, and providing hands-on support. And this testimonial just illustrates the practical value that we really do bring to the nonprofit teams. So here's kind of tools and benefits for the nonprofits team and an overall procurement solution. So we're going to explore kind of the different benefits that bring to your procurement strategy, from different policy compliance, payment, flexibility. We can centralize tail spend and supplier consolidation. So we can take a look at where you're spending with different suppliers and think about how we can save money. So if there's in your office supply space, in your janitorial supply space, maybe it's an MRO, we can help you kind of look behind the corners. Amazon is a huge company. So our goal at Amazon Business is to work with a single account executive to make it look less scary, to make it look so we can look behind the corners and really try to maximize that saving. So our goal is to help create that seamless, more efficient purchasing environment at the end of the day. So along with that comes some even more benefits, including Business Prime. So Business Prime is going to unlock even more value. This is probably one of the #1 values that you're going to have with an Amazon Business account. You'll gain access to advanced analytics. Amazon is an extremely data-driven company, as you can imagine. So you'll have an entire reporting right at your fingertips of what your company is purchasing. How can we drive savings? What are the different trends that are in the marketplace that can help us drive something else? Different purchasing controls, and free 2-day shipping on over 100 million items, that's kind of the main benefit of the Business Prime. You can customize delivery preferences, enjoy flexible, scalable solutions that help organize and operate the precision and speed. So if you need something quickly, you can, within your Amazon Business account, you can make sure that your end users are purchasing solely off of Prime eligible items so that you're receiving those items in less than 2 days. Business Prime's a little bit different from your probably personal Prime membership count at home. So a couple differences that I want to make sure that we differentiate from, because a lot of people think that Amazon.com and Amazon Business are the same thing, and there are a couple of differences. It doesn't include Prime Video or Amazon Fresh at the moment. I don't know if it's going to down the road, but I think we get that question asked a lot. If you used a P card on a personal account, you can merge that into the business account. So there's many ways to be able to consolidate any of that spend. And again, your account executive can work if you have part of your organization that has been purchasing on a consumer site. They'll work to help get it over to that business site so you can make sure everybody's under one roof and you're gaining all those benefits. So now we'll talk about some more benefits in the cost-saving features. So Amazon Business will provide exclusive pricing benefits, business-only discounts. So this is also a huge difference from the consumer side. We'll have discounts in bulk pricing, time-sensitive deals within the marketplace. There is a product within Amazon Business called the Custom Quote Engine, and that is basically an internal bid solution. So if you, for example, need 500 laptops for your organization, you are able to choose that exact laptop, and you can put your in-hands date that you need that by. Say you have a grant that you need to spend by the end of this year, June 30th, and you need to buy it for 500 laptops. You plug that in and you say June 30th, and you can put the price range that you want to use it by. Submit it, and it'll spit it out into the marketplace, into all of our different sellers. And the sellers have a couple days to respond, and they're not able to respond with their price unless they can meet that in-hands date and the price. So it's kind of like an internal bid situation. So just another way that they'll do the kind of bid and the price checking for you, so that we can save some time for you. Again, so that's only on the business site as opposed to the consumer site. With the robust analytics and reporting features, you'll gain insight into your different spend patterns, and then we'll be able to make data-driven decisions to save different time and money. So that's kind of the benefits, and the cost-saving features and the Business Prime are really the main benefits of why we want to have an Amazon Business account, and why we want to make sure that all of your employees are on the business account as opposed to the consumer site. So now we're going to jump into some storefronts that Amazon really prides himself on having. Amazon Business also supports value-driven purchasing through our socially responsible storefronts. So you can prioritize climate pledge friendly, women-owned, Black-owned, veteran-owned, small local business. I think there might be one more. So this will help you align with purchasing decisions that are within your mission. And you can set policies within your account, so it will help drive your end users to purchase from sellers that are minority owned or veteran owned or smaller local, which is great. And then again, on the data piece, you're able to run these reports, at the end of the quarter or the end of the month, to make sure that the end users are purchasing from these socially responsible storefronts. So it's really just a way, Amazon, like I said, is a huge company. So this social responsible purchasing really makes it feel like a little bit smaller in this big pond. Now we'll dive a little bit into the analytics page. This gets really overwhelming. So as you dive into it, I really recommend working one-on-one with your account executive. That's another huge benefit to having an Amazon Business account, is you have someone like myself that will work with you. They don't go anywhere. If they don't have a 1-800 number, they are dedicated to you to guide you through, wherever you are in your Amazon journey, whether you're just starting out or whether you've been a customer for 7 years. And the analytics can be tricky. So I recommend kind of having them walk you through it, and then you'll be a pro in no time. So our analytics tool can provide comprehensive visibility into your purchasing. So you can kind of see some examples here that you can customize different reports. You can track over 70 data fields. So anything from who's ordering it, what GL code, what cost center, what PO, whatever is important to your organization, you can customize that in different reports. So this level of insight really helps streamlining on a budgeting and compliance, even like operational and different transparency. So it'll help those departments align together. So it looks a little overwhelming, but it's not as scary once you dive into it. And along with that reporting piece is the reconciliation piece, or like the finance piece. So with our reconciliation and reporting, you can quickly match the purchases to the P card transaction. So this really helps the finance team to simplify audits and reduce any sort of manual tracking, which can be, again, a time suck. So if we want to make sure that the finance team is putting their effort into something else and they're not matching Amazon receipts all day. So, you know, creating different custom filters and templates to make reporting just easy. And this will improve accuracy and efficiency within your financial workflows. And then this is just a little snapshot of our order management system. It's very intuitive. You can track your packages. You can initiate returns right from the website. You can connect directly with support. There's a chat feature right there, which is super easy to use. It's way quicker than calling the 1-800 number or even sending an email. It connects you directly with support. It ensures that you have like full visibility and control over every single purchase, no matter how large or small your organization is. So they treat them all the same. So right here, you'll have all the visibility, no matter if you're an admin on the account or just a user, you'll have all those features right at your fingertip within your account. And then lastly, why kind of I'm here as well as partnering with One Each. An exciting opportunity that Amazon Business has been exploring is direct product donations. We have seen a need for in-kind donations with our nonprofit customers, and we needed a way. We could figure out how to get the goods to these nonprofits, but we needed a way for them to order the funds through our nonprofits. So, which is why we partnered up with One Each. So, you know, the global crowdfunding market is booming, and nonprofits are, you know, enabling donors to give tangible goods and track them. You know, if that's happening, they're getting greater engagement and trust with their customers. So Amazon Business and One Each is really well positioned to support this evolving model. You can see in the numbers right here, like how well it's growing with the engagement. So it's going really well, and I'm excited to see the future. I think that's all I got.
Awesome. Thank you so much,
Awesome.
Katie. I'll go ahead and take that screen back from you here. So with all of that being said, like as Casey mentioned, we have partnered together with our Mindful Giving tool that we've been working on to kind of go hand in hand with your Mindful Giving site. So I wanted to share kind of a new look with what we've been doing with Mindful Giving recently. We've launched the product out there. I think there's some of you on the call that have a Mindful Giving site with us and have been using it in our current version. With the feedback that we've gathered over the past 2 years, we've completely rebuilt the platform into this kind of new vision that we've had for Mindful Giving based on feedback we've gotten from you guys. So this is kind of a new look. These are all screenshots I took this morning, actually. So this is a fresh look at the site. We've got new layout options for that homepage to really display your campaigns out with a nice welcome message up at the top. So this is just a view of that. And another option for more of that traditional kind of 4 cards with the welcome message here on the side. We've got more options for you to have more of an icon approach. And the great thing about the new system that we've built is a lot of the control for these layouts are in your hands. So when you log into your Mindful Giving app, you'll be able to easily change all of these layouts on your own by just saving the layout option that you'd like. And then this one is just shows one campaign at a time. And then this is actually a drop down that will show all campaigns. If you just wanted to highlight one in particular, you would be able to. I also just want to touch on all of the colors that you're seeing here. We have this branded to us right now, but in the back end of the Mindful Giving site, you actually have control over that branding. So you'll be able to update all of the colors that you're seeing here, the background color, the font colors. You'll be able to put your logo up here in the top. So you'll have just a lot more flexibility and personalization within the Mindful Giving app. This is what our new campaigns look like. So it's just a cleaned up version. All of the products that you're adding will show below. And if you do notice, there is a blank space here. There will be an image here, but this is just showing the ability to add non-Amazon products. We understand that there are some use cases out there where you need to add a product to a wish list that maybe isn't offered on Amazon. Maybe it's a t-shirt that you're selling. So you'll have the ability to add those directly to your campaigns with those Amazon products as well. So this is what those campaign page look like. This is the dashboard view. So when you log into your Mindful Giving site, and again, this is screenshot, so our sidebar here is a little cut off, but this is what that dashboard will look like. So it's very different from the Drupal side. If you are familiar with logging into your account, it's a little hard to navigate around. This makes it really nice and clear to see. So you can quickly see how many campaigns you have, how many products you've added. You can control the users on the site as well. You can add users, remove users, and set their permissions, and then see how many shipping addresses you have. We also have some system status checks here. So this is just like a health check just to make sure your site is still talking to Amazon Business and talking to your payment gateway, whether that's Stripe or Till. We can work with both payment processors. And then it'll show you a quick snapshot down below of the latest campaigns you've added, the latest products that you've added. And then this is our campaign page. So when you're going to manage the campaigns, you'll see all of them featured here. You can do this kind of tiled layout view, but there's an option to see them all as a list as well. And you'll be able to see kind of a quick status of each campaign. So every campaign will let you tag a PO number to it. You can tag a shipping address to it. You can manage the products that are associated with that campaign, change the image yourself, and create new ones all on your own. So I know that's a big pain point right now. When you're needing a new campaign created, you have to work with our support team. This puts all of that control in your hands for you to easily create those new campaigns all on your own without our help. Of course, we are always there to assist you. Just another shot of the inventory. So as you are searching Amazon, you'll be able to see all of the products you've added into your Mindful Giving app, kind of all in one spot in the product inventory. In the Amazon products tab just above this, it's actually an Amazon search feature built directly into your Mindful Giving site. So you won't have to go out to Amazon, grab URLs like you were doing before. You can actually search those products directly from within Mindful Giving and add them to your inventory and then to your campaigns. And then this is just some order information here. So you can see the order details in the reporting. And then our settings page, again, this was the layout options that I was telling you about at the beginning. With the click of a button, you can easily change up how you want that Mindful Giving site to look. You can control what that landing page says with the messaging. And we do have some multi-language support in here as well, from English to Spanish. So you can click over into the Espanol tab and then put your Spanish translation there so that users can jump back and forth. And then you can also change the branding, as I was talking about. So you'll have the option to change header colors, button and accent colors, footer colors, body background. So a lot of that control is back in your hands there. And I think that was my last slide on this. I do want to pull up Brian from our team as well, because we've been working on packaging this all up together. So I'm going to pass it over to Brian now just to touch on some of these packages.
Yeah, absolutely. Perfect. So yeah, this is just kind of an overview of what most packages people will be looking at. And so again, as Jordan mentioned, if you're currently on there, we kind of had like a fixed version before. So now we kind of have it broken out into tiers. And really what it boils down to is like, how many campaigns do you want? How many items do those campaigns need? And how much customization do you really want? So with the starter package, it's single campaign, 25 items. It is going to be on our Mindful Giving URL. You can obviously add your logo so it's branded to yours, but it is going to be fixed in the colors. This is phenomenal for anyone who is like currently doesn't do in-kind donations, is exploring, wants to kind of test it out. It's a great kind of stepping stone to try that. It's also phenomenal for organizations. I know there's likely United Ways on here where maybe your primary focus is those, workplace campaigns, but you do like a stuff the bus and you have like a winter campaign. It's perfect for situations like that where maybe you don't have a year-round campaign going, but you just need something for that. So to obtain that donor information. Now, and I should say with all these, like I said, same functionality on the starter. It's still going to kick out a thank you note, an itemized donation receipt. It's more or less kind of the customization on it. Now, the standard, this is going to be kind of what most people are going to fall into, up to 10 campaigns, more live items, and then the DNS option for a custom subdomain. So you can have it parked on like wishlist.yourdomain.org to have a better user experience, and you'll be able to adjust the color theming options as well to where it can have that similar look and feel to your current website. And then the thank you note, you'll be able to customize that. So you can include images, thank yous, direct messaging that all kind of aligns with your branding. Now, the Premier, that's going to obviously be more campaigns, but you'll be able to customize the thank you notes and the receipts based on campaign. So if you have a winter drive, it'll have its own specific. If you have a stuff the bus, it'll have a specific messaging and images for that campaign as well. And then you'll have more advanced reporting. You can have those reports or donor exports automated to send you via email. And there will be different role permissions. So say, one of your campaigns is for a specific location, you can assign a permission to where that person can only edit and view information from that campaign. You'll also be able to do quantity limits and countdowns as well. So if you do, again, kind of circling back to stuff the bus, maybe you only need 50 backpacks. You can put a limit on that so you don't over exceed that and end up with 80 to 100, something in that case. If you need anything that is outside of what you see, we absolutely can do that. That'll just kind of fall into our custom or enterprise options. But please feel free to reach out to me. More than happy to answer any questions or kind of walk through a demo as well.
Awesome. Thanks, Brian. And I think I do want to take just a minute here before we get into kind of our closing wrap up. I know today is a little bit of a shorter webinar for you, but I just wanted to make sure we put a space out there for any questions. So if you had any questions about Amazon Business Account or our new Mindful Giving tool, please feel free to throw them in the Q&A now, and we can start to go through some of those before we get into closing.
While the questions are coming through, I did want to reiterate that all the orders that come through Mindful Giving count towards your Amazon business spend. So if you are one of the people out there that do have an Amazon business account currently, if you're part of the rebate program or anything, every donation that comes through counts towards your spend. So I do want to reiterate that is a huge bonus of having this.
Thanks, Brian. And it looks like we have a couple in there right now. So Casey, maybe you can help jump in. Steve is asking if we have purchasing accounts with Staples and Sam's Club, can they be moved under our Amazon business account? And how do we know who our Amazon business account rep is?
Yep. So thanks for the question, Steve. So yes, you would work with your Amazon business account rep. So they would take a look at your Staples and Sam's Club usage and just price it out exactly what you were purchasing from Staples or Sam's Club on Amazon Business and work to get those on preferred lists within your Amazon account. And there would most likely be a savings. And to figure out who your account rep is, I can certainly make sure I leave my email here. I don't know if I could do that, maybe Jordan, and you can go ahead and email me and I'll see if there may already be an account active for your organization. So I can make sure I could connect you with your rep. And if not, I will get you connected with a rep either way.
Perfect. And I am just grabbing your email. I'll put it in the reply so that everyone can see that. Let me pull that here. His email. Okay, Steve, I just replied to that answer. So hopefully everyone can see that too and be able to pull that. We had another one come in from Steve related more to mindful giving. This one is, can you work with authorize.net? Can we attach this to our existing hosted website? And questions about training. So right now, our only two payment processors are Stripe and Till, but that's not to say we can't pull in authorize.net as an option. So I would recommend reaching out to your account manager. We can get all of the details from you and then start to work toward an integration with authorize.net. This is built currently outside of Drupal, but it will have URLs. So if you wanted to link to it from your website, that is absolutely a possibility. So it can still be kind of integrated in with your site. And for training, you still have your account manager. They are the same one for your website, will be the same one for Mindful Giving. They'll be able to give you a ton of training, one-on-one training like we do with your websites. We'll also have documentation and video kind of self-paced tutorials like we do for the websites for the Mindful Giving side too. So we're never hard to reach. You can always get a hold of us and we can walk you through the app to make sure that you fully understand it. Awesome. Great questions that are coming in. If anyone else has any others, please feel free to put them in the Q&A now, and we'll make sure we spend just a couple of time going through it. Okay. Well, while we wait for those to come in, if there are any more, I'll just move on to the next couple of slides in our deck. Again, just a reminder about all of the resources that we have here at One Each. If you're not already signed up for our newsletters, I recommend doing that. We don't spam you. We send out, I think, one newsletter every 1 to 2 months that goes out, but it's got a ton of information in there and some really useful articles and marketing materials that you can take advantage of. We also put all of that out on our One Each blog. So if you're ever curious, you can take a look at our blog as well. And just to close, first, I just want to, again, extend a big thank you to Casey for joining us today. We really appreciate your time and all of the great information that you were able to share with us. As a reminder, all of our webinars are recorded and we post them to our website, usually about 24 hours after they end. So you'll be able to find all of them on our link here. If you have any questions or you're not sure who your account manager with One Each is, to get you into contact with Casey, you can always submit a ticket or book a meeting with your account manager. And then looking ahead at our webinar schedule for the next couple of months, next month, we're diving back into Google, and we're having Abby James back to go through some Google Ad Grants stuff. So we're very excited to have her back with us. In August, we're sticking with Google, and Allison and I are having a special guest, Joyce Katzer, on from the United Way of Kaw Valley. We're diving into her Google Analytics and Google Search Console accounts to walk through some reporting and see some changes we've made SEO-wise kind of over time. So we're excited about that one. And then in September, we are doing something a little bit different. We're going to do a workshop webinar. So this is a webinar where we're going to have you come prepared with your site up to do some actual hands-on work through the webinar, and that will be focused on web forms with Allison and Chrissy. All right, Allison, anything I missed in closing details before we officially close out the call?
Yeah, I know this was a short one today. Thank you so much, Casey, for sharing the information. And, you know, I know a lot of people are going to end up watching the recording because it's Juneteenth. But when you guys, for the ones who are watching the recording, like, this is such an opportunity to take advantage of some discounts and things that are out there for nonprofits. So I hope everyone's getting their Amazon business account if you don't have one already. And then the mindful giving platform is very cool. Really, it keeps getting better and better and better, and it's amazing what all we can do. And I think it's really a game changer for a lot of folks. So let us know if you have any questions.
Yeah. Okay, and with that, we'll officially end the call today. So thank you everyone that took the time to join us, and thank you everyone that is watching this on the recording. We hope you have a great day.
Thank you.
Yep.